How are we doing today, guys? I just thought I want to record a new video. Today I want to talk about the top books I have read this year so far. We are at the end of the year, 29th of December. I'm recording this. I've read about 13 books this year, 12, 13 books, I think. And I just gathered the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that were, the best books I've read this year. Some of them I've read twice, just so for a second time. First book, that was a great book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I've not really talked about this, but Brian Tracy is one of my favorite authors. The way he writes things, it is just easy to understand, very easy to understand there. Eat That Frog, it talks about get more of the important things done today. And a lot of things he talks about, you can do first thing in the morning, because when you wake up, you are most active, you are most motivated. Along the evening, your body will start to loosen, you will start to get in the comfortable state, and you don't really have the same energy that you had in the morning. I will read some things that I marked. I don't even know on which page I'm gonna stop. What did I mark? You can see here, I marked some things. Let me read it out loud. Here is one of the greatest questions you will ever ask and answer. What one skill, if I developed and did it in an excellent fashion, would have the greatest positive impact on my career? If anyone else is excellent in that particular key result area, this is proof that you can become excellent as well if you decide to. If anyone can do it, that means you can too. Everyone lives in the same, has the same 24 hours in a day. If someone can do it, you can too. Eat That Frog, great book, small book, so everyone can read it. For 2026, if you haven't read it and you're looking for a book to explain to you why you should do the most important things first thing in the morning, great book. Second one, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It was translated by Gregory Hayes, but this is a book by Marcus Aurelius. For the ones who don't know, Marcus Aurelius was in his time the most powerful man in the world. He was also a philosopher and a constant learner. He read a lot. He had teachers even when he was the most powerful person. In Marcus Aurelius, his time, he went to a lot of situations. Sons of him died. He had great plagues that he had to go through, wars, battles, decisions. He had a lot on his mind. And what he did was he journaled. He wrote down his thoughts, he wrote down his opinions, what he was talking about, what his worries were about, and this is just made into a book. So basically this was Marcus Aurelius, his journal, his daily journal. And you can learn a lot that even when you are the most powerful person from hundreds of years ago, you still stumble against the same walls that people of nowadays do. It is very interesting and inspiring to see how he handles these type of situations. And I'll look if I have marked some things and read it out loud. Socrates used to call popular beliefs the monsters under the bed, only useful for frightening children with. The Pythagoreans tell us to look at the stars at daybreak, to remind ourselves how they complete the tasks assigned them, always the same tasks, the same way, and their order, purity, nakedness. Stars were no concealment. This is the way he writes things, and you have to find your own meaning in those words. So he says to remind ourselves how they complete the same tasks assigned them, always the same tasks. What he means by this is, regardless of how you feel, you need to do the tasks. Whatever it is you are trying to achieve, do the tasks that will help you achieve those things. Great book by Gregory Hayes, but written by Marcus Aurelius. I think everyone should read this. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, how old you are. This is a great book for life lessons. My favorite book I will save for the last one, so we'll go to another one. Third one, How to Own Your Mind by Napoleon Hill. It is a great book. I've read it for the second time. It is Napoleon Hill, also a great author. Also the author of Think and Grow Rich, one of the most famous self-help books out now in the world. And I will read a bit on what I marked. The word control is the key to the explanation of the difference. Controlled attention means the act of coordinating all the faculties of the mind and directing their combined power to a given end. Such is an act which requires self-discipline of the highest order. It also requires the development of controlled habits. As a matter of fact, one cannot control attention without the supporting influence of well-developed habits of thought. You need to know how to control your thoughts to control your habits. You cannot think about eating ice cream and burgers all day, every day, and try to form the habit of eating disciplined and consistent, healthy vegetables. This doesn't align with each other. Your thoughts and your habits need to align. So if you want to live a healthy life, eat healthy, your thoughts need to be healthy, and you need to focus on only eating healthy and not focusing on eating unhealthy. The mind absorbs any idea to which it is repeatedly submitted, whether the idea be sound or unsound, right or wrong. Let me read that one more time, because that is a lot of knowledge in a small sentence. The mind absorbs any idea to which it is repeatedly submitted, whether the idea be sound or unsound, right or unright. What you tell yourself long enough, many times enough, you will eventually start to believe. And whether it is good or bad, wrong or right, if you tell yourself, man, I can never become a successful musician, never, you are right. And if you tell yourself long enough, you will manifest that, and you will never become that, even though you might have all the talent. You might have the talent to become one of the best. If you tell yourself long enough that you can't, you are right. And the person that tells himself long enough that he can is also right. Great books, a lot of knowledge. Napoleon Hill is also one of my favorite authors of all time. And I will probably read this in 2026 again, because the knowledge needs to keep compounding. Fourth book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. This is written in a fiction way. All the previous books were written in a non-fiction way. This is written in a fiction way story. It talks about a billionaire that meets two people, and the billionaire really looks like a homeless person, and he proposes to them, to the two other persons, that he wants to teach them, help them elevate their mornings, and basically be the captain of their soul, the master of their minds, or whatever that saying is. It is a great book, and I will read some of the things. It basically talks about why it is so effective and important to wake up at 5 a.m. And once I read this book, I have started to wake up even earlier, and it is such a great habit to form, to wake up early. Let me read some of the things. Sweat more in practice, bleed less in war. Well, the quality of your morning practice determines the caliber of your daily performance. Battles are won in the early light of intense training, when no one's watching. Victories occur before warriors stalk onto the field. Triumph belongs to the one who prepares the most. During your victory hour from 5 to 6 a.m. each morning, concentrate on upgrading what the spellbinder calls the 4 interior empires. Be grateful for every moment. Don't be timid when it comes to your ambitions. Stop wasting time on insanely trivial things, and make it a priority to reclaim the creativity, fire, and potential that is dormant within you. It's so important to do so. Why do you think Plato encouraged us to know thyself? He understood intimately that we have vast reservoirs of ability that absolutely must be accessed and then applied in order for us to lead energetic, joyful, peaceful, and meaningful lives. Let me just read one more thing. Many of the finest athletes in the world, Mr. Riley observed, had less innate skill than their competition, but it was their exceptional dedication, commitment, and drive to maximize whatever strengths they had that made them iconic. I don't really have to say anything more, there's just a lot of value in this book. It is also a pretty thick book about 320 pages, but a great book, and I will definitely read more of Robin Sharma's books. It is a great book, and I will definitely also read this for a second time. Now we will come to my favorite book of all time, from Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. Do not be shocked by the title. It is a great book. It talks about the secrets to freedom and success, and how the devil controls a lot of, it says 98% of the population on the world, the devil controls in ways and forms that people do not even realize. And once you read this book, you will look out into the world and think, you will pay attention to these things that they talk about in the book and think, yeah, they are right. This is happening. These people do not even control themselves. They think they do, but in reality, they are being controlled. It is only once you understand that these people are being controlled that you can watch out for it and make sure that you are not being controlled. Let me read some of the things I marked. The non-drifter takes from life whatever he wants, but he takes it on his own terms. The drifter takes whatever he can get, but he takes what he gets on my terms. And that is the devil speaking, and the drifter is a person that is under the devil's control. And of course, the non-drifter is a person who controls his own life. So let me read that one more time. The non-drifter takes from life whatever he wants, but he takes it on his own terms. The drifter takes whatever he can get, but he takes what he gets on my terms. A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside of his own mind. Most people who escape from the negative to the positive operation of the law of hypnotic rhythm do so only because of some form of adversity which forces them to change their thought habits. Great book. To be honest, to really explain what they talk about, to really understand what they talk about in this book, you really have to read it yourself. And I really recommend this. It is my favorite book. I will read this many more times. It changed my view on people, on the world, on circumstances. It is just a great book. Upcoming year, I will read more books. I have become a reader, really. I'm not a reader by nature. I'm a reader by habit, which I have already said, but I'm beginning to enjoy it more and more. Still, I have to force myself, but I see improvements. I think it is very important to read, especially if you know you are scrolling on social media for hours and hours a day. You should replace that with reading a couple of pages. Start with 5-10 pages a day and start compounding and building that until it just becomes a habit. For me, it has taken a long time to become a habit, but now it has finally become a habit. I've read many books. I have many books here that I haven't even shown you guys. I'll talk about it in maybe in other videos, but that is what I wanted to share for this video. Everyone, set goals for next year, prepare for next year, and I'll speak to you later.